in Dawn of War 2 today. You would think Bigamo would want to get himself a las cannon of his own, but deciding that his robots are just going to be better. Meanwhile, the west side of the map just being a constant back and forth capture match here. All the action's really been focused around the eastern side of the map. This Dreadnought a bit out of position. Probably wouldn't have left it up there so long to deal with that power. It's going to be in trouble with that las cannon on it. Bigamo hasn't gotten himself an order to Omnisire to deal with the robots of Jreamer. It looks like that Dreadnought's going to get out of there. One more. Oh, it cut off its shot. Must not have had sight on that. That was pretty far out. At the edge of the range. Of course, the las cannon Devastators don't have the sight to match their maximum firing range, so you really need scouts or your hero, or I mean either of these robots to be up there and scout ahead and spot for those heavy weapon squads. It's like Bigamo's going to go in for a grenade on this tactical marine squad. A direct hit! Nice shot! You can see Jreamer moved at the last second, but was unable to get his tactical marines out of the way. Unfortunately, 3 members were still standing, and that was going to be too much for the scouts to deal with. A third Dreadnought for Bigamo is now in the field. We can see a Melta on one of these Dreadnoughts. And now you can see Bigamo with a full squad of Dreadnoughts for himself, and a Melta on one of his as well. This is going to the las cannon now moving into position. This looks like it's going to be the deciding battle. I love Dreadnoughts. I just want to see them all march in here and start pounding on each other. The las cannon might give Jreamer an edge. Of course, the tactical marines being used very well to go in and melee those and get the range DPS off of that. A nice grenade, unfortunately catching all 3 of the bots here. If he could have maneuvered that better, he might have been able to just get the 2, and really one of Bigamo's goes down. The tech marine repairing away but falling, and it looks like Jreamer's going to get a second. I don't know if his will get out either, unfortunately. He needs to get out of there right now. Instead, he's just going to go ahead and take a couple more hits. That is 4 Dreadnoughts that just fell right there in that battle. Meanwhile, Jreamer's gone ahead and grabbed all the victory points, has a triple cap here on Bigamo, and gonna even out those VPs. Unfortunately, I feel like if he had placed that orb a little bit better, I know it was difficult with all of the Dreadnoughts here, but if he had moved that back and just gotten 2 of Bigamo's Dreadnoughts, he probably could have changed that into a 2 for 2, into a 3 for 1 in his favor, and really would have turned this battle into his favor. Decided that Dreadnought battles are just no longer the way to go. Bigamo and Jreamer both decide they're going to go ahead and move on to Tier 3 finally, after spending I don't even know how much power this game. Normally when you have 2 full power farms, both of you would have an immense amount of power, but you can see Bigamo down to a mere 40 power after building 3 or 4 Dreadnoughts so far this game.
There is no glory in pointless defeat.
What word? What word?
You can see the tactical marines have not really been involved in too much of the fighting here, just running back and forth, capturing the map. Bigamo had a bit of an advantage here, having the last standing Dreadnought, but charging into this las cannon. Scout grenade coming in to stop that AV power. Unfortunately, not knocking it down. Taking one last shot, but it does have to retreat. The scouts getting very low, managing to just barely escape with their lives. Jreamer now purchasing himself the first Predator we're going to see. Just every kind of armor entering this battle. But the Predator is going to trump that Dreadnought pretty well, especially considering how damaged it is, only having 1 scout squad. Bigamo probably not going to be able to fully repair that by the time Jreamer moves out onto the field again. You can see a standoff between the Tech Marine and the Tactical Marines here. Really what he needs to do is move in melee. There he goes. Looks like he realized that. And, oh no, the sergeant does fall after taking the high-powered shot, and then a couple punches to the face from the tech marine did fall down. Always unfortunate to lose your squad leader first.
Orders.
We do have this nice bright predator on the field now. I should move down and stop. Yes, he is going to come down and stop Bigamo from grabbing this victory point.
What word?
Meanwhile, the scouts are doing a quick patch job on that dreadnought. Want him to be at maximum form here. Looks like the scouts are moving in for a grenade, but they used an explosive shot there instead of like, and managed to scare off Bigamo's tech marine. It's been quite a game. You can see Bigamo now getting a predator of his own to bring into the battle here. This is probably more vehicles than I've seen in a solo match in quite a while. I think the total count is at 6 dreadnoughts so far. There were 5 on the field at one time, possibly 7. I don't even remember. And now we have 2 predators on the field as well.
The enemy is claiming a victory.
Plasma Marine again using overcharge, picking off 2 models, even with a Space Marine knows no fear at this point. That was without marked target as well, so you can just see the crazy DPS once the tech marine gets a couple levels in there. Melta Dread combined with scouts chasing off these tactical marines at the bottom. And a Terminator call-in. I was honestly expecting another Venerable Dreadnought there, but he decided to get the Terminators instead, realizing he needs to get this las cannon under control. He does manage to take a shot at the tank, and it looks like he will have the advantage in this battle. He has one more shot earlier. There's the tech marine repair, and he needs to get these Terminators in melee. There he goes, moving those on in. You can see his Jreamer's Predator upgrading with the las cannon. It did turn around, unfortunately, moving right in and exposing its rear there for a second for a rear armor shot. An unfortunate having decision by that Predator. So it turns now, Bigamo definitely having the battle in his favor, having both the Terminators, Dreadnought, and the only Predator on the field for the time being. Scouts capturing this victory point, tossing another grenade. Jreamer's not standing around for it. They are going to get the capture off. And again, the VP is quickly turning in Bigamo's favor. Tech Marine moving in with an Orb of the Omnissiah. Unfortunately, his las cannon is trying to take some shots at this Predator. I really would have used that to go ahead and get in on this Dreadnought while you have it disabled. He's realizing that now, but I think it's going to be too late by the time it gets set up. These Terminators are going to be in, forcing melee. There they go, teleporting in, excellent maneuver, and just having to get out of there right away. The Terminators, of course, armed with the infamous assault cannon, and the second Predator for Jreamer on the field, immediately going for the las cannon upgrade. With Terminators and these vehicles on the field, really gonna need that. Not much in the ways of infantry so far. This has just been an armor-filled game.
Understood.
Again, we're having a bit of a cat and mouse with these 2 Predator tanks here, firing off a couple of shells at each other, and now, of course, no shells for Jreamer, instead going to be firing that las cannon right into the rear armor, moving a bit too close. I feel like needs to keep that tank at. He's got the advantage, but he's taking a shot at the Dreadnought. He really needs to focus that Predator. One more shot and it'll be down. Oh wow, the tech marine repair saved that. If you saw, I'm not sure if you saw, it was down to a mere 3 HP after that shot went to the tech marine. Bought it a little more time, but it ultimately did fall, and Jreamer's managed to get his las pred out of harm's way. Unfortunately, letting Bigamo take the map in the meantime. I know he needs his scouts to keep this Predator healthy.
Ready to serve.
But he needs to do something to get the map back here. His points are ticking away pretty quickly.
Ready
The las cannon now moving into position, probably going to be able to go ahead and take this dreadnought out. If he gets it set up, he needs to stop moving the tank and get that las cannon set up. Tech Marine putting a turret and going to try to lock Jreamer down into his base. Now that that's taken care of, he needs to use this las cannon and go ahead and take some points back here. And go ahead and fire at the Terminators here. He's also set up, Bigamo's also set up a relay, just setting up a complete front line base here. Going to reinforce those Terminators on the field, I'm sure. Those scouts are going to fall back, not very far at all. That turret's not going to be able to deal with that if it moves in here. Tactical Marines also moving in. Probably needs to change those to a rocket launcher or something to deal with these this Predator. With the oh my goodness, that was a you can see Bigamo change the turret into a missile turret and finished off that tank at the last second. I don't think I've ever seen a Predator or even this missile turret used ever. But that was enough for Jreamer. His points did finally tick down. And there's the hero of the match right here, this missile turret. Getting the last kill on the final Predator of the game. Unfortunately, Jreamer didn't manage to get any Terminators of his own and lost some map control there at the end. It was a good back and forth. I've really never seen that many robots on the field at the same time. Both players pretty much had their own squad of dreadnoughts. And that was just a fun game to watch. I enjoyed that. Hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching. This is Red-Rupee, signing off.